Tenille, it's good to see you.
It's so good to see you too.
We were just saying, it's been pretty much exactly a year since
pretty
we
much
spoke
a year.
in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the UK.
I'm so happy to be back.
Yes.
Truly I am.
Yeah, you've just come from Amsterdam, was it? You're in
Yes, it was my first time there.
Yeah,
Loved it.
How was that?
It was amazing. There's so many bikes.
Yeah.
This is fascinating.
And
Yeah.
you got on the Eurotunnel today, didn't you? Which was an interesting experience.
That was
I was watching
also
your
an
Instagram story.
interesting experience. That was, it was a little scary. It was like, so we're going in this container and we're going underwater. It was weird, but it worked out great.
Yeah, you made it. You made it.
We made it.
You're on tour with Striking Matches this week. I would imagine that you're pretty good friends with those guys, being in the Nashville circle.
They are remarkable humans and talent, and it is so fun to get to be doing these shows together. Yeah, we've crossed paths a few times in Nashville, and they came up to my hometown. We did a show, a fundraiser benefit that they just were at like a month ago, and we've been really looking forward to this adventure with them.
How much have you been looking forward to getting back to the UK in general? Because I know the fans kind of really responded to you last time you were over, and they've been nagging you to come back ever since.
Thank you for saying that. I'm so thrilled to get to be back. I've definitely been counting down the days. Yesterday was the first show, and it's really so exciting to see people listen to music this way.
Yeah.
You know, it's so special to me, and I love it here.
That's what we like to hear.
Yes.
And you've been pretty busy touring generally because you were on the road with Miranda recently. What's that been like? Because she's got a real kind of girl power lineup, isn't she, on that tour?
That tour is a dream. It's so fun, and
Yeah.
it's so empowering, and everybody's so encouraging to each other, and it's just like great conversations, you know, to be learning from, and then to get to watch Miranda's show every night it's the best. She's just insane. She's so good, and those songs are so great, and it's like I feel like every time I sit up front of house and leave the set, my musical inspiration tank is like filled to the brim in the best way.
Yeah, and you got to do a song together, didn't you, with all the opening acts? Fooled Around and Fell in Love. How much fun was that in the studio?
It was really, really fun. My goodness, it's like hearing all those voices come through the headphones. Like, is this real life? Do I really get to sing on this? It was so awesome.
Yeah. And you're also on the road with Dierks not too long ago. Now, didn't he get you a guitar at the end of the tour or something? How was that?
It was insane. He's so generous. We had such a wonderful time with him this past year. We started on the road with him in January and wrapped up early September, so it was so many shows and so many opportunities to really feel like, you know, fitting in a family out there, and he took great care of us. That guitar is so special to me. I will think of him every time I play it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And speaking of music now, you released Jersey on the Wall not too long ago, which is one of our favourite songs of the year. We absolutely adore that song.
Thank you.
And I wanted to ask you about the production and how you approached it, because we got so used to the acoustic version, and then you kind of changed it completely on the real recording. So
yes. Well, the way that I play it with just a guitar and sing it is still what we kind of built the rest of the song around. So that layer is definitely the foundation in the recording for the record. But there's sort of this pacing element of the song thematically. It's like it's a wrestle with God. It's kind of like, and that pacing rhythmic kind of feeling is something that we wanted to channel in the studio, and I think the kick drum kind of channeled us in that way. So I'm really excited that we get to put it out there, and thrilled that it's a single.
Yeah, and you did a little music video for it as well recently. Didn't you shoot that all in one day?
We did shoot it all in one day. Yeah, it was at this beautiful old rec center gymnasium, and had these windows with all this light coming in. This kind of the arrows of light are, I'd say, themes through the whole recording of this music video, and it was very special to me because we got to use the actual jerseys of the people who inspired the song. So Danielle, which was a young girl who passed away in a car accident in a super small town, and she just graduated with full ride scholarship, star basketball player, and I got to meet her community and get to know that story, and it really stuck with me, and that's kind of where this song all started. And so that jersey got to be in the actual music video, which is really special to me.
That's amazing. So what's the update on the full album now? Because I know there's so many people waiting to hear it.
Thank you for asking.
What's the update?
I'm dying to get it to you next year.
Next year.
Coming soon.
What can we expect from it in general?
I can't wait for you to hear it. But it's a collection of songs that all mean a lot to me, and it was, you know, thematically it's about just showing up and being who you are, and I hope that this project, you know, makes people feel like they can show up and be themselves, and that it fills the tank in all the good ways. But there's a lot of songs that were part of the acoustic living room work tapes that kind of have a different approach on the record, and then there's a whole bunch of new ones that I can't wait to share.
All right. Are we going to hear some of them tonight?
I think so, yes.
I'm looking forward to
That's the plan.
And away from the album slightly as well, you released a version of Stupid Boy recently. I know you do that in the set list as well. How much fun was that to put together? Because I know it's one of your all-time favourites.
It really is. I think that song sets the bar in a lot of ways, and it's kind of one of those songs I remember hearing the Keith Urban version and just going, oh, there's just something behind the song that you feel, I don't know, there's a pull to it. It's like, this is a real lyric, this has happened to someone, and it happened to me, it's like you just take it on. And so I love getting to sing that song. It's a joy. Sarah Buxton is one of my hero songwriters that I look up to, and I loved her version very much. I was like, that'd be cool to get to do a version of it. So.
And speaking of Keith, you're on the lineup for All for the Hall next year.
Yeah.
Now, I was reading that was one of the first shows you ever went to in Nashville.
It was.
So for anybody who's not familiar with All for the Hall, tell us about it and how excited you are to be a part of that.
I'm freaking out. I'm so excited. My mom and I would make writing trips to Nashville during sort of junior high and high school and go for a couple weeks and come back and, save up and then go next year for a couple weeks. And we heard that this All for the Hall concert was happening. It's like, can we plan a writing trip around that? Because that'd be really cool to see this concert. And it's Keith hosting it with his band and a bunch of, artists that would come up and sing a couple of songs. And this year's theme is Under the Influence, so we all get to sing a song that's like been an influence to us. And I mean, just so darn excited to be a part of the show. I can't wait.
Yeah. Do you still get in kind of fangirl mode when you're around
100%. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Does it still not get used to that situation? Because you've been with Dierks and Miranda and all these superstars.
I still get that. I still get that with them too. It's like Miranda walks down the hallway and I'm like, that's Miranda Lambert. It's real cool.
Well, I was going to ask you about the CMC event that you went to last week, because you posted about meeting Reba.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Amazing.
I don't even know what to tell you. It's really cool. I mean, you look up to all these people and you love the art that they make, and it's like they seem so close because the music is this thing that makes you feel like you know them. Yeah. But it's Reba, you know what I mean? Course. It's like so far away in another sense, and then it's like, oh, there she is standing right there. They're living legends, exactly. It's like, that's what to aspire and work towards. Yeah. Touching people the way that she has, And
just finally, I wanted to speak to you about the Big Carts for Big Kids thing that you're involved in, because didn't you raise like $400,000 or something this year?
Crazy.
For some benefit concert. So
yeah, thank you for asking about that.
Yeah, pleasure.
It means a lot to me.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, my hometown's amazing. They are incredibly generous people, and we've been doing this event for the past 10 years. It was our 10th anniversary, and it started with this little idea of, okay, there's this youth shelter in my hometown. There's kids my age in my own hometown who need a place to sleep at night. Like, how can we help them? And so we rented a hall and invited people to come, sold some tickets and some silent auction items, and all of a sudden it grew to be this crazy thing. And one night, people have shown up and are really taken ownership in the Sunrise House. It's like, we can do something about this, and they're choosing to pour their generosity into their community that way. So if anyone has a crazy dream to start something up, just go for it, because you never know what might happen.
Yeah, well, congratulations on all the success of it, and
thank
you for doing this today. We appreciate it.
It's always good to talk to you. Thank you. So
excited
to be back. Yay!
Thank you, Tenille.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.